All right. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior YAHANNA. Today's class, we're going to learn how to break down scripture completely. You know what I'm saying? To teach people how to prepare for Sabbath class when they're reading. Okay. So we have 49 verses that we read every Sabbath class. So every brother, when they go home, you know what I'm saying, like throughout the week, should practice breaking down the scripture. It's the only way you're going to get better in understanding and reading and learning your language. You know what I'm saying? The officers that are and the captains across the nation of Israel that run Sabbath service, they have to do it. So, you know, as a young man coming up there to read, you have to do it. It's the only way you're going to get better. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's go from a young man to a grown man in the truth. You understand? Taking your knowledge, you know what I'm saying, your language, you know what I'm saying, just as serious as you take scripture breakdown and precepts. All right. So we're gonna start the class off like we start off every class with the Hebrew alphabets. You could repeat after me. Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, p, tza, qua, ra, sh, and th. All right. So tomorrow in the Houston Sabbath class, we will be breaking down starting at Genesis 18:1. So I use Genesis 18:1 as an example for breaking down the scripture. Hold on 1 second. My boy. All right. Okay. So here's my good marker. I'm gonna use this green one since the purple one started tripping. All right. So can somebody pull Genesis 18:1 just to hold it? All right. So Genesis 18:1. Oh, let me share the class. Share. All right. So, of course, in Hebrew, everything is from right to left. All right. So, in the Torah, this is the full verse. Normally, when we break down the scripture, let me pull the screen a little closer so you guys can see. Yeah, it should be good. All right. So normally when we're doing scripture breakdown, we only do like a portion of the verse using words that we've gone over. All right. This is a full scripture. All right. This is complete Genesis 18:1. All right. So it's still using the qual stem like we've been going over in class. All right. So it reads Wayara'ah, Alayar, Yahweh, Ba'alanya, Mamara, Wahawa, Hawa'a, Yashab, Patak, Ha'ahal, Nakam, Ha'yawam. All right. So we're going to break it down piece by piece. All right. So the reason how we know that this is the qual stem is just like in every class. The qual, how you know it's a qual stem is how the verse starts off. The verse starts off with a waya, which sets the tone for the entire verse. All right. So wa, okay, means and. You know, Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Which bless you, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Wa means and. All right. So Yah, when it's in the prefix form, right, is masculine, he. All right. So Ra'ah means to see or appear. Okay. So you have and he appeared or and he saw or seen. Okay. It's just you have three words in one word in Hebrew. All right. So where's my notes? All right. Let's lock it. All right. Yeah. Oh, here. Right. Where's my purple marker? Purple marker. There it is. Uh, two or towards and your no, don't get in the way of the Lord's judgment. That's nothing but a distraction from what we're doing. All right. Or all right. So now we have the second word, all yar. All right. Okay. So this is a two-part breakdown. The prefix is all on this word. Okay. All means to or towards. Yar means fear or reverence. All right. So now the sentence reads as, and he appeared to or towards fear, reverence. Yahweh, who's that? All right. Most High. All right. So now the next word, Alanya. All right. So when ba is a prefix of the word, it is in. All right. When ya is a suffix, it makes it personal, mine. All right. So this cancels out because the he that is talking about is the Lord. So it'll be, and the Most High appeared to, right? And when he appears, it's a cause of shock, fear, which is why fear and reverence is right there. Okay, in my plane or in the planes. All right. Okay, and then Mamara is the name of the plane. All right. So I'm going to put name of plane. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
What is that? If I could,
Don't read the scripture yet.
okay, no, I want to read it.
Okay.
So like the plains, is that like a field?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't want to
Yeah.
sure that that's the same.
So like, like the plains of Wyoming, you know what I'm saying? Like, where you see them riding on horseback, you know what I'm saying, through the open fields, you know what I'm saying, to and fro. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. All right. So Hawa, right, is a pronoun breakdown to reiterate what we're talking about, the subject, right? The subject, Hawa is he. The he we're talking about is the Most High, okay? So you have a wa in front of that. Of course, wa means and, all right? And then if you watch Sabbath class, you'll hear this word a lot. You know what I'm saying? It'll be Yeshabia, okay, which means to sit or to sit down. All right. So as of right now, we have and the Lord or the Most High appeared in the plains of Mamara, and he sat, all right. Patak means to open or an opening, right? Okay. And a hall, well, a hall means a tent. Ha as a prefix is the. So that A would cancel out, all right? And nakam means grief, and that A would cancel out. Yawam means day, all right? So that would be the day. So the ways we read is, and the Lord appeared in the plains of Mamara, and he sat in the opening of the tent in the grief of the day. All right. Now read Genesis 18:1. It should sound something similar to that.
Con. The book of Genesis, chapter 18, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord appeared.
Okay, so and the Most High appeared. So we know it's not C.
Con. Unto him.
Okay. To, all right, him. All right, go ahead.
In the plains.
In the plains
of memory.
Of Mamara. That's memory in Hebrew. He read.
And he sat.
And he sat. All right. So in the tense that it's in, it's not sit down. It's sat. And he sat.
In the tent.
Okay. In the opening of the tent.
Right. The tent door.
Right.
In the heat of the day.
The grief of the day. All
right.
So this is how you break down scripture. Okay. So, and this is how you understand what's going on and what you're reading. But for all intensive purposes, the most important part is the transliteration from, because when you read the Torah, the Tanakh, like when you buy one, right, it's going to be in Assyrian Hebrew. That's why in most cases, you know what I'm saying, in the class, I mean, I'll put the ancient Paleo-Phoenician above it, but for the most part, I want people to focus on the Assyrian because it's the hardest to grasp, right? The Paleo-Ancient Phoenician, it has the connectors, so you can kind of sound it out. You know what I'm saying? Here, you have to really focus. Go ahead.
If I could, sir, is that why, like, the way that's why the Strongs is kind of needed whenever, like, because you know some people try to break down the scripture and they'll say, well, this word means this, but when the way you got it broken down right there, that word can mean different things depending on
context
of the
right.
scripture.
So the Strong's just like the blue letter, right?
Right.
When you look up a word, it's only going to give you the root word, right? So like if you looked up like in the Torah, right, or the Tanakh, you saw Wayara'ah, right, and then it had a concordance number next to it. The concordance number is going to be for Ra'ah. It's not going to tell you what Waya means, right? Okay, so it's important to know the conjugation, right, and the stems of which formulate the sentence. So, and like even when you use the blue letter, right, when you read the scripture and you tap on it, right. Matter of fact, I'll do it right now. Let's see, blue letter. Genesis 18:1. Genesis 18:1. Right. So where it says and the Lord, when you look at the blue letter, it just says Yahweh, right? But in the actual Torah, right, it's Wayara'ah Aliyar Yahweh. It don't even have this. Okay. So this wouldn't give context, right? So this wouldn't give context at all, right? And then it has appeared, right? You know what I'm saying? And then right here, and then appeared, it has Ra'ah, you know what I'm saying, which is right here. Okay. And they have Ra'ah after Yahweh. You understand? But that's not how it's written in context when you actually write a sentence in Hebrew. So you're talking about what the subject of the sentence is doing before you get to the subject. Just like if I said, just like if I said, man, he went to the store, you know what I'm saying? But shoot, YAHANNA came back. Okay. The subject, when I say he went to the store, I'm talking about YAHANNA, but you don't get the context. I say, but YAHANNA came back. You see what I'm saying? Right? So it's the same thing here. And the Most High appeared to him in the plains. You know what I'm saying? So, like, okay, so, and then it says, unto him in the plains, it has all one, right? So it's not given the context. This is but all one, yeah. So the was taken out because of the conjugation of the prefix and the suffix. But you won't know that reading. You trying to learn Hebrew by looking at the blue letter, right? That's why the Lashawan Qadash class every Friday is important to learn sentence structure, right? Because you'll miss a whole lot in scripture breakdown with just the prefix and suffixes on each word. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like if so you know you hear like all Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? So if all is the beginning, if all is at the beginning of Yahweh to the Most High, right? Okay. So it's important to understand these concepts. You know what I'm saying? To understand context. So when you cutting somebody with scripture, the reason why we cut so deep is because we actually know Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? If you can read the Torah and the Tanakh, it'll put a completely different context on the scriptures that you read, right? And it's very direct. You don't have a lot of those filler words that they have. I mean, as we just you read Genesis 18:1. So you got, let's see, in one word it gives you 3 words in English. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like English, Salaki is, I mean, no Salaki, it's a feminine tongue, it's a bitch tongue, it's a bastard tongue. Right. Okay. So this is why this is important, right? So everybody, you know what I'm saying? Sabbath is a commandment of the Lord, right? So it's important that you take your due diligence. Like you ask your Adawanian that's over Sabbath service, hey, what scriptures are you breaking down Sabbath service? You know what I'm saying? And you take your due diligence and you try and break down scriptures yourself. And if you can't break it down, that's when you have questions when you come to the Lashawan Qadash class. Well, I was reading Torah and Tanakh. I was having trouble breaking down this word. How does this conjugate and flow in this sentence? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you got to take your language seriously. Okay. So I did this for the all intensive purpose of showing you how to break down scripture. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I broke it down to where it conjugated English, but like when you're doing it in the Sabbath service, you really just need these first two lines, right? Because the first line is what you're going to be reading. Okay, but you know, you conjugating it, you know, so you can, you know, just say it. If you can't, just read the Assyrian. Okay, this is for you to help. You know what I'm saying? So like, I encourage all brothers. Just like when I first started doing Sabbath service, what I would do was the 25 verses that I was responsible for, I would conjugate it to where I could phonetically read the Hebrew, right? Until I got quicker to where I'm able to just recognize words because I've done it so much over and over, writing it out over and over. So these words are like etched in my mind now. So I can just read it. You know what I'm saying? Or when someone says a word, I can correct it. That's not right. It's this. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that you do this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. You know what I'm saying? So when you get there and you get called up to read on the stage, you know what I'm saying? If you're an officer or a captain, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if the general be up there, but if you're an officer or a captain, you get called up there to read, you know, what verse we at? Boom, you got your notes. Okay, you right there with them. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and read it. If you can't actually read the Torah and Tanakh and go through the Assyrian, like by just looking at it. You know what I'm saying? That takes time and practice. But by you doing the actual exercise of looking at the Assyrian and actually trying to write it out phonetically, it'll get your mind trained to reading the Assyrian, right? Because reading the Paleo Ancient Phoenician Hebrew, it's easy. Like it is. It's easier of the two because you got the connectors, right? Okay. So this is you know really the meat of it of what I wanted to go over. I'm gonna go over the continuation where I said I was gonna go over breaking down the definition of what each alphabet means, where I left off last class. All right, and then I'm gonna go into prefix and suffixes. So when you and if you're watching class, the best thing to do if you don't have a physical Torah Tanakh to download a Torah Tanakh app. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Majority of them you have to pay for. You know what I'm saying? I haven't found a free one. You know what I'm saying? The free one that I had, it really wasn't working. I mean, it works, but it really wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't do the interlinear translate. I look at it in the Torah and Tanakh in English. You know what I'm saying? Streamline together and stuff like that or whatever, and then pull words and define and extrapolate and stuff like that. But if you don't have a physical Torah and Tanakh, you know it's 2019. Download it to your phone. It's no excuse. Okay. All right. So hopefully everybody got this. You write it down since you got it. All right. If you watch it online, you can always rewind. All right. And it rhymes. It's a lot here. Bars. Oh man. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go over the prefixes and suffixes because that's in line with what we just went over, and it's important to grasp that concept when reading the Paleo Ancient Phoenician Hebrew or the Assyrian Hebrew. Okay, so I'm gonna do that first. All right. Black mark. What am I erasing? All right. Okay, first thing we're going to deal with is the prefixes. Okay, what is a prefix?
The beginning of a sentence.
Beginning of a sentence or beginning of a word. All right. So I like this black marker. Not gonna yell. Slide. All right. So we're going to deal with the first prefix. All right. Typical Hebrew letter, ah. All right. Ah means I or I am when it's in the beginning of a word. So we'll give an example. All right. All right. Okay. So Ephraim in Hebrew is Aparium. Okay. So let's break it down. All right. So you have Ah, Har, and Yum. All right. So when you break this down, okay, I means what? I or I am, right? Okay. So we're gonna put an I right there. Okay. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put I am. All right. Par in Hebrew is fruit. All right. Yum makes this plural. So this translates to I am fruitful. That is what Ephraim means in Hebrew. Okay. All right. So this is giving you an example of the ah prefix at the beginning of a word. Okay. Make sense? Got it? All right, cool. See, we learning. You know what I'm saying? All right. Damn. The water. All right, the next one we're going to do this hoe's on its way out too. All right, the next one we're going to do is ba. All right, ba means in. All right, let's give an example. Okay. All right. So, what we're going to use is Genesis. The book of Genesis in the Hebrew is Barashia. All right. So let's break it down. All right. Ba means what?
Yeah.
All right. Ra'ash means head or top. All right. And this is the conjugation. This is the conjugation of this word. All right. Okay. So what it translates to in the head or beginning. All right. Okay. So you're learning conjugation of prefix. So it isn't just for the sentence, but also for the word. All right. Okay. All right. Super root. The next one that we have is SKYPE. Next one that we have is Da. All right. Da means to do. That's simple. All right. Not going to give an example for Da. So we can kind of move through them. Make sure you got these before I erase it. Got it? All right. She excited. I like that. I like who's excited about learning Hebrew. Makes me excited. She's like, this not that hard. It ain't. You wanna know why? Because it's your language. You trying to go learn Japanese, you're gonna be like, what the hell is this shit? You know what I'm saying? It's fucking calligraphy. What is this? All right. Okay. Next one is this one coming out too. God damn. All right. The next one is ha. All right. Which is what? See if you're paying attention. Go look at your notes. From the verse before, Genesis 18:1. Huh? Ha. Ha. Okay. All right. What word was used? Well, in Genesis 18:1, where ha was the prefix. No sweat. I'm gonna look at it. Once I got it up. It was this word. I got it. All right. I got it. Okay. All right. So in Genesis 18:1, this is in Genesis 18:1. It was Pathak Ha'al. All right. So Ha means what?
The.
Right. Okay. This is the root word, Ha'al. All right. So Ha, of course, we know means the. Ha'al means a tent. Of course, a tent is a double negative. So it'll simply be the tent because this is a prefix. Now, if it was just a hall by itself, it would be a tent or tent by itself. All right. So this is another example using Genesis 18:1. All right. Okay. So a hall means the tent. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Could you, if you have time, could you break down like my name because it has Ha in the beginning? Because the reason why I'm asking you to do this is because I know my name means what it means.
What does it mean?
It means the builder, but I'm just trying to figure out how did you get builder? Because I know it means to build.
That's why.
So how did you get the suffix er?
So that's just conjugation of the sentence, right? Okay. So Bana means to build. Like if it was by itself, it would be build or to build, right?
Right.
All right. So it sounds retarded to say the to build or the build, right? So it'd be it's specific, right?
Right.
It's the builder, right? Because that would be in context in a sentence, right? So in it being a noun, a person, right? Build is an adjective. Builder is a noun.
Right.
Okay. So ha, the, bana, build. Person, ha, bana, the builder. Understand?
Yes, sir.
See, what came down on the Hebrew, man. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? I mean, my name got D in it. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Already. Get back to it. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, man. Boy, applied science. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, man. Make a nigga all excited and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. The next one. All right. The next one is what? What does what mean? And. It's just like Jeopardy. You got to hit that buzzer. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I want to answer. You know what I'm saying? So, an example, I'm not going to write it out. It's just a long sentence. You know what I'm saying? Barakatah, Yahweh, wa, Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Bless you, Yahweh, and, bless you, the Most High, and Joshua, or Christ. All right. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Here's the next one. All right. Can anybody remember what "yeah" meant? No. Go back and look. I know that was used. No, that was a suffix when you saw it. Look at the beginning of the sentence. The beginning of the verse should have "wa ya." Right? What does it mean? That's right. Get that sister hand. And look at that. "Wa" and "ya" right behind each other, right? Okay. So we're gonna use the beginning of the sentence as an example for both of these. Most High in Christ. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Okay. Boom. Boom. Okay, we had what? Yeah. Ra. Ah. All right. So when you got two prefixes on the beginning of a word, the beginning of a sentence, this is how you know it's a qual stem. All right. Parentheses right here. Qual. When you see what and ya at the beginning of a sentence, it lets you know it's the qual stem. All right. You have to go back to previous class to get a breakdown on what that is. All right. But it's a type of sentence structure. Okay. All right. So we have what ya. All right. So you got, and then that also lets you know when to the beginning of a sentence, you see two prefixes, lets you know how to count to the root. Right. So you know what means what. All right. Ya means what? And we know ra'ah, based off the scripture, means to what?
Appear.
My dog. All right. So using the last two prefixes formulates the beginning of a sentence, right? Waya ra'ah, and he appeared, or and he saw. Okay. So that's another example. Genesis 18:1, right there. See what I'm saying? This is why it's important to go over the prefixes and know the prefixes. You know what I'm saying? Because like you read the Torah and Tanakh, and you type in the characters in Hebrew in two-letter lookup, it's gonna come up with no match because you typing in the prefix to the root word. You got to be able to count the prefixes to get to the root. Okay, so if you know the prefix, right? Okay, well, this is at the beginning of the sentence. It's well, yeah, that's quasim. So that's two prefixes. So that means the root word is ra'ah. So let me look up ra'ah on two-letter lookup, see what that means. Mm-hmm. It's going to tell you to see, saw, appear, you know what I'm saying, and whatever tense is in. Okay? All right? So this is why this is important, knowing the prefixes. Because when you're reading a word or reading a sentence, you'll know how many letters to the root word. Okay. Okay. And you know, we're gonna get, hopefully we get the suffixes. What time is 5? Got like 30 minutes. Should be able to get the suffixes. All right. Okay, you got this? Y'all can just rewind. Okay, y'all can rewind. All right. Yeah. Amen. All right. Shabba dabba tweet, tweet, tweet. Yiddy. All right. Yiddy. All right. Yeah. The next one, I'm not expecting you to know. Ka means as or like. Okay. Not gonna give an example for this one, so we can kind of get through it. All right. Next one is la. All right. La means two. All right. I am going to give an example for this. This is something that you're going to hear in Sabbath class. All right. What does that translate to?
To Israel.
Right. Every time a reader comes up, they switch readers, take a sip of wine. Before they take a sip of wine, and say La Yashala to Israel. And sip the wine. It is it's a cheer. Whenever you drink, you say La Yashala to Israel. All right. Do you know what Israel means?
Come, man. Prince of the power.
Okay. Let's see. Yah is a prefix. What does it mean? You just went over this. He. Okay, you got two words left. You have Shar, and you have Allah, right? You should know what Allah means because Allah Hayyam. So what does Allah mean?
Power.
Okay. So Shar would mean what?
Prince.
Or authority. He is a prince of the power. You know what I'm saying? To the prince or princes of the power. All right. Just in case you didn't know what Yashala breaks down to in Hebrew. Okay. So ignore that. Yah, its prefix is he. Right? Because, it's masculine nation, you know what I'm saying? Men are in rulership.
Come.
Shar means prince or authority, right? Allah means power. He is a prince or an authority of the power. Okay?
Come.
All right, go sleep. Boys in here learning. Some of that. Boys like, man, shoot, this Hebrew thing ain't that bad. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? All right. The next one is ma. All right. The reason why I have three here because in the Syrian Hebrew you have a ma. Well, I guess you really wouldn't need this bottom one. You don't need the top one. That would the last one is like if it caps off the end of a word, so you would really need that. We're talking about the prefix. All right. So ma, all right, means of or from. Okay. All right. I think I might be able to fit this one. Got an example. You know what? Go ahead and Everybody got it? All right, that's it. So the one we just went over was ma. You know what I'm saying? Ma means of or from. All right. Like I said, y'all can just rewind. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Y'all can rewind. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You know the old saying that they had a blockbuster, be kind, rewind. You know what I'm saying? Right. Next one is Shah. Lot. Ooh, I'm losing juice. Shah means which, that, or pertaining to. All right. I'm going to give an example. You should hear this word a lot because you say the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim. All right. So let's break it down. Let me use this blue marker. Hopefully got more views. Better. All right. So, all right. Shah means whom, which, that, or pertaining to. All right. In this case, it means pertaining to. I'll help. For all intents and purposes. Pertaining to. Mayim in Hebrew is waters. All right. So Shemayim pertaining to waters translates as heaven. Because the heavens are the firmament. And the firmament is water. Okay? All right. Okay. Next one is the last one of the prefixes. The. All right. The as a prefix means thou or thee. Two E's. So not to be confused with ha, thee. All right. We'll give an example. Exodus 20. and 4. So part of this scripture. We have La'ah. Ashia. All right. La'ah means what?
No.
All right. Means what? Just pick one.
B.
All right. Aishia means to make. All right. Okay. So it means do not make or not the make. You know what I'm saying? Pull Exodus 20 and 4 if you could, so we can get context.
Oh, come. Exodus 24.
Mm-hmm.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 4. Thou shalt not make.
There you go, right there. So from La'ah to Ashia, this goes in front in the sentence. The not make, or put thou. That's what they chose to use. The or thou not make, or thou shalt not make. Okay?
Come.
All right. I'm gonna stop because all of these markers are dried out. Slack you. Because I'm looking at the computer screen and it's kind of, they're gonna have some time. They're like, okay, all right. So with that, you know what I'm saying? That's Lashawan Qadash class. The purpose of this class was for you to be able to start conjugating and breaking down scripture for Sabbath service, like full scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So use Genesis 18:1 because tomorrow that's where we're gonna start. So everybody got homework. We're going over 49 scriptures tomorrow. So be ready. You understand? So with that, Shalom Yahashma, Shalom Yahabashim Shabakata, or Thumb, Yahashma Ilatan, Bashim Yahusha. Yeah.